Out of bounds. Throw in coming for Gomez and the Los Alamitos Griffins.
Okay, we got to be careful here for a quick cross.
Hernandez pressuring. Out of bounds. Last touch, Los Al. The defensive pressure of Hernandez, Jason Hernandez, the sophomore, forced that turnover for the Griffins. Hernandez trying to get it to Alcantara. A lot of 50-50 balls here right in the middle of the field. Sailors don't have the advantage there thus far in the game.
I would say not. It looks like Newport Harbor is having a tough time now stringing some passes together, which will definitely help them contain the middle. But we haven't been able to. They haven't been able to, get there quite yet. Let's see how Los Al's doing it right here. This is great. Setting up, positioning themselves on the field, being patient, trying to figure out where Newport Harbor's weakness is on defense.
Oh, that's hit by
counter.
Hernandez. Nice look inside. Oh, Geary couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, first touch a little bit too long. Oh, here we go. We go quick. We
Crane
go quick.
Throws it back to Hernandez, who will throw it in. Thought they were going to do it quickly there.
Yeah, it looked like an opportunity. It looked like an advantage there.
The girls' team scored at least one of their 3 goals yesterday came on a quick throw-in, which triggered quick passing and a vicious counterattack.
Yeah, back on the 09 team. It looks like Newport Harbor's driving here. Save my story.
Alcantara with the cross. Oh, here we go. A good touch in the box.
Okay.
Crane had a look at it. It's outside to Hernandez. Across inside. And Singh has it now for the Griffins, trying to trigger the counterattack. On the far side, Ingalls.
Bad touch.
Out of bounds. Hernandez will throw it in. So what were you saying, Scotty, about your infamous 2009 quarterfinals team?
Well, the 09 team, we had one of our deadly weapons was the throw-in. We had an individual named Dylan Freiberg, who was just capable of throwing the ball, from the throw-in to the other side of the post, to the far side of the post. So every time we got an opportunity that was near enough, he would launch it, and we were fortunate enough to capitalize multiple times. I only scored a couple times that season, but one of them was a header off a throw-in, one of those infamous throw-ins. So.
Well, Dylan Freiberg's name is still on the wall, on the records wall in the Newport Harbor football locker room. Second longest field goal in Newport Harbor high school history. I was looking at that yesterday.
What was that mark? Do you remember?
I want to say it's 40-something. It's in the 40s.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 55.
It was. I think it was 49. It's the second longest in Newport Harbor history, and I need to walk back over to the football locker room and check because I need to know who the longest is.
Yeah, I want to know that too. And actually, I think he went off the kick in college too, I believe, right?
I think he kicked for a year or 2 at Colorado, perhaps. I know he recently got out of a stint in the U.S. Navy, so we thank Dylan Freiberg for his service.
Definitely.
Newport Harbor soccer and football alumnus.
Yes, definitely a great guy.
Great guy. Sailors actually missed a field goal to tie the Battle of the Bay football game on Friday, lost by 3. So we could have used the spirit of Dylan Freiberg out there on Friday. Good ball ahead, picked off, broken up by Los Alamitos. And now Alcantara will take a tumble and a free kick coming for the Sailors.
Okay, let's see. From this, we'll do quick play. I was going to say maybe we go for the goal, but
Geary,
here we go.
Good look inside. Turns up the heat a little too far on that fastball over the top of the cage. It'll be a goal kick for Los Alamitos.
You definitely like to see that heads-up play there, recognizing that the defense was transitioning back very slowly. Why not go for that quick give and go and try a shot, test the goalie. I really like it, especially considering Los Al's advantage in possession time.
Yeah, we don't have the exact stats here in front of us, but it certainly has been mostly Griffin's ball on the attack. Sailors have had a couple looks. Nothing substantial thus far. 24 minutes, 50 seconds to go until halftime in today's Sunset League match between the 2-3 Los Alamitos Griffins and the 3-2-1 Newport Harbor Sailors.
So it looks like the Griffins are switching up their lineup a bit. They got a new. They changed their left and right wings. They both have orange shoes. I'm not sure if you guys could see it at home, but they have bright orange shoes. They're out extremely wide. So this tells me that they definitely want to continue this passing game. They want to try to see if they could patiently transition the ball up. But we see a big kick there, so I'm not sure if it was communicated to that player.
See if the Sailors can get some touches here. It's controlled by Holden.
Just keep an eye out for those wing players. They're looking dangerous on the wings.
It's going to go out of bounds. On the far touchline, possession, Newport Harbor Sailors. Harner will throw it in. He gets it into Holden. Griffins on the counterattack. That is Geary with it for the Sailors. Nice ball there. Crane trying to chase it down. Crane in the box.
Oh.
Dancing with it. Crane.
Oh, we got a touch in. Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that not in?
We don't have VAR replay here, and apparently that didn't cross the goal.
That looked extremely close.
Oh, my goodness. The Los Alamitos defenders sprinted back in place of the goalie and kept that thing apparently from crossing the line. Scotty, I know that we're at a further or disadvantaged vantage point compared to the officials, but my goodness, that looked like it crossed the line.
You know, and I'm surprised that that the Newport Harbor, that we're not, complaining.
So that's, therefore I'm assuming that our angle just isn't the right one, but
Right.
from where we're sitting up here at the press box, that certainly looked like a Sailor's goal. Hernandez with it.
Right, yeah, I'll give Crane credit there. If he's not complaining, he was right there.
So close. I was ready for the goal. I was gearing up. Okay, we got a goal. Okay, who scored it? And then boom. I guess the Los out.
I'll just say back in 09, I think we would have been wanting the goal. Hunting down the ref. Wanting that goal there.
Danny Geary checks out for the Sailors. Nico Weber, the junior wearing number 25, checks in. Well, yesterday in the girls' Battle of the Bay game, they beat the Sea Queens 3-0. The manager good ball inside for Holden. Couldn't quite get there. And CJ Pysor, the captain, goalkeeper for Los Alamitos, will kick it away. The manager for Corona Del Mar got the double yellow card ejection.
My favorite.
Right towards the end of the first half. And he had to pick up his bag and take the long walk out of Davidson Field. It was, we've only done three girls soccer games. This is our first boys, and that was the first time I'd seen someone actually get kicked out of the game. It was pretty incredible. It was pretty fun when it's the other team.
Yeah, get off our field,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, it doesn't feel good, knowing that you're done from the game and you got sent off and you got the one time I got sent off, I actually got back to my car and watched the game from there. But definitely doesn't feel good. Everyone's watching you, and you probably did a dumb mistake. So you're like realizing as you walk off, why did I do that? But it is what it is. That's why I love soccer.
Alvarez trying to get it ahead to Holden, controlled by Crane. That was booted down the field by Kelly.
The long ball.
Chased down by Simmons. It'll be last touch by Los Alamitos, so Simmons will have the throw in on the far touchline for the Sailors. 0-0 still here, halfway through the first half. 20 minutes till halftime. Weber. Out of bounds.
Try to rush it.
Alcantara couldn't control it.
Okay.
See if the Griffins can trigger their speedy counterattack. Looks like the Sailors will
Good. This is what the Sailors need to do. They have to maintain possession, touch the ball around, make the Griffins work. You know, be patient. We have had opportunities with the counterattack, but why not draw the defense out a little bit with their possession? Try something new.
Harner tracks that one down for Newport Harbor. Now Weber has it. Short pass near the far touchline.
Trying to find someone in the middle there. Looks like Newport wants to play the wings and cut inside as well.
That's Kelly chasing that down. Alvarez coming out dangerous waters for the Sailors. Kelly ahead to Hernandez on the near side. Was looking for Crane, and the Griffins intercepted it. I will say the feel and the pace of the game seems to be favoring the Sailors more in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, they're turning it up for sure, and they're picking it up. They're the aggressiveness, and I believe that's what's going to be the key here, especially in the middle.
Throw in for Los Alamitos. Possession back to them. Another throw in coming for Gomez. Hernandez kicks it right to Matthew Krause. Now Vera back to Krause.
Wow, the goalie's out. He's outside the box.
CJ Pysior, one of the captains for this Los Al team. Shows off the leg strength.
Oh, what a ball by the goalie.
Nice ball there. Ryan Harner trying to clear it out for the Sailors. Alvarez coming out for it, scoops it up in the nick of time. Ingalls was threatening.
Okay, Los Al goalie is still out. Let's see if Newport Harbor could score here. He's still at least 10 yards outside the box.
Scotty, here's a question for you. Do they use yards or meters in high school soccer? I assume they use yards because we're in America, but it just feels silly doing yardage in soccer.
Yeah.
It feels like a meters game to me.
Yeah, they definitely did yards. You know, a free kick, they would always say 10 yards out. But, you know, I have my issues with the USA metric system is
what is it? The Kings system. I don't even know the standard.
All I know is that we're one of the only countries in the world that doesn't use the metric system, and I have a lot of questions to why.
Well, we might use meters here on this broadcast.
I don't mind.
Just to be appealing to our international viewers. Wherever you're tuning into TarTV, we thank you. Throw in coming for the Sailors. That's out of bounds.
Oh.
They're going to say it was last touched by Newport Harbor. Kevin Soltero, the senior wearing number 10, has checked into the game for Newport Harbor, as has Nico Del Villar, the senior wearing number 2.
Let's see if number 10, Soltero, really brings the energy here on the left side of the field.
I saw Soltero yesterday. I walked by when the soccer team was lifting with strength and conditioning coach Eddie Steele, and Steele said he was one of the guys to keep an eye on.
Oh.
They're doing their power cleans and getting ready for today's game.
Okay. Let's see. I would love to see his burst of speed here. We've had
our first corner of the game coming from Los Al. Ball is a little long, and it's booted away by Harner.
I was going to say, we've had our Newport Harbor's had their opportunities here on the left side, and I don't think it's a mistake that Soltero's been put there on the left, so we'll see if we get the ball over there to him.
Alvarez tries to get it up ahead to Ramirez. Oh, picked off by Ramirez.
Good opportunity here.
Over to Simmons. Cross. A touch inside the box. Kicked away. Holden was just meters away from pay dirt for the Sailors.
Just needed that quick touch in. The ball seemed to get away from him there inside the box. Just needed to control it a little bit more and could have definitely had an opportunity there.
And a throw incoming for Ryan Harner, the senior. Gets it into Simmons. Los Al's going to clear that one. Up ahead, trying to trigger the counterattack.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a beautiful challenge there by Tyler Kelly, the senior captain.
That's what you like to see that your captain do, those hustle plays. It brings out the energy out of the rest of the guys.
Los Alamitos now with possession. Final 15 minutes before halftime. And Pasior boots it away. For them, a nice challenge. And a takeaway by the Sailors. Harner.
Good pass.
And a ball ahead ends up right in the chest of Matthew Krause. That'll go out of bounds. Throw in coming for Harner and the Sailors. Scotty, that's one of the things, talking about Newport Harbor strength and conditioning coach Eddie Steele. It's one of the things I wish we really had during our era at Harbor was a strength and conditioning coach for all sports.
Oh, my goodness.
He works with soccer, girls soccer, guys soccer, football. Not sure which. I'm assuming hoops. I know not every team uses him, but he works with a lot of the teams out there on the blacktop or in their weight room, getting them strong. And I've had the pleasure of working out with Coach Steele, both here at the high school and at his gym in Orange. And it's a workout that you will remember because you will feel it the next day.
No, definitely. I mean, any personalized training is, it's definitely beneficial to the individual athlete. So, I wish, back in the day, we have Los Al here, dangerous situation here.
Free kick coming for the Griffins. Ball inside. Header and booted out by Hernandez. Possession retained by Los Alamitos.
Oh. Good clear.
Good clear. Soltero tracking it down on the near touchline.
Oh.
Ball ahead, ends up right on the leg of Pasior. Simmons is all over the place, trying to get possession back for the Sailors, and here comes that wing counterattack from Los Alamitos that's looked quite dangerous today.
Yeah, the ball he seems to always go to that left side, which, and the good thing for the Sailors, it looks like our defense over there is shored up, an anchor down by it looks like Nico's in there, and Harner. They've been aggressive there in the middle and not letting Los Al get too far in on the left side, but here we go.
Hernandez off the head of Soltero. It's going to roll out of bounds. Hernandez will throw it in quickly for the Sailors to Soltero.
There we go. Let's see that speed.
Soltero on the near touch line, trying to save it from going out. It rolls out. Goal kick coming for Pasior and the Los Alamitos Griffins. 0-0, still your score. Just over 11 minutes until halftime. Some substitutions on the far side of the field for Los Alamitos. Coming into this game, 2-3 on the year. Both schools opening up league play on Monday. Los Al falling to Huntington Beach 1-0. The Sailors beating the Fountain Valley Barons 2-1 as we enter Sunset League play.
Best time of year, Sunset League. Always tough competition, and I feel like every year there's a new champion, so I'm excited to see what this team could do.
Brian Perez and Kaito Zaitsu check into the game for the Sailors for the first time this afternoon. Just over 10 minutes to go until halftime on a beautiful day for some footy at Davidson Field. Very clear day. I can make out the radio towers on the top of Santiago Peak. Throw in coming for Jason Hernandez, the sophomore.
You have great eyes if you see that. I'm feeling 30, so.
Well, I recently got these prescription glasses,
Oh.
and I wouldn't be able to do these games on TarTV if I didn't have them. So they're not just for looks; they are necessary. Alvarez comes out of the cage, scoops that up. Single digits on the clock before halftime. And Alvarez will boot it away. It's off the head of Weber. Out of bounds, throwing coming for Los Al.
Newport has been doing great, you know, getting ahead on those 50-50 balls. I'll give them that. I like this. I like to think that the people or the team that could dominate the 50-50 balls tends to win the game. So it's a good sign, you know, and it's a good sign of their energy levels and how focused they are. So let's just see it convert into a goal here.
Ball ahead to Soltero. Too much on it. He saves it.
Still in.
Still in.
No? Oh.
I guess they're going to say out of bounds. Goal kick coming. Soltero. Just a little too much power off that left foot out of the back goal line. It's a free goal kick. Goal kick, not a free kick. Goal kick coming for CJ Paisior.
We saw a little glimpse of his speed there, so it definitely gives me hope to see a potential long ball pass to him, get him in open space, and have him defeat that last defender. Oh, it looks like they changed this.
Oh,
good ball, good challenge.
Beautiful challenge, Tyler Kelly, with a clean tackle.
But yeah, I was gonna say the Los Al player there. They switched him into the middle. He was playing the wing. And it's Los Al still remaining 3 strong at the front, looking to try to score here, try to stay offensive.
Jacob Lasau takes a tumble, gets back up, has the ball in the near touch line, looking for the cross here. It rolls out past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick coming for the Sailors goalkeeper, Brian Alvarez. 0-0. Final 8 minutes of the first half between the Sailors and the Griffins.
All right, let's see Newport get up for this 50-50.
Alvarez ahead.
Oh.
Soltero in the vicinity, challenging. Sailors double team Soltero. Beautiful tackle there. A beautiful challenge by the senior. Up ahead.
Let's go.
Off the shoulder of Ramirez. Controlled by the Los Alamitos goalkeeper. Sailors pressuring. That's Cade Holden wearing number 3. Alan Ramirez, number 24. And Jason Hernandez trying to track that down for Newport Harbor. Out of bounds. Last touch by Los Al.
I would like to see Newport continue that pressure up front. I know that they've been doing a pretty good job at that, but I feel if they continue doing that, you know, to finish off this half and continue in the second half, I think there might be an opportunity there just by creating that pressure.
Whistle on the field. And a free kick coming for Los Al, looks like. Or a throw-in coming for Alberto Gomez. Trying to get it ahead to Jacob Lasau.
Interesting note, the goalie, Los Al's goalie, CJ, thought that it was going to be a free kick here for Los Al, and he was running all the way from the goal to try to come up. But then at last second, he realized it was a throw-in. So interesting how the goalie on Los Al really wants to get involved with the play, even though he is the goalie.
Yeah, he's standing right around midfield right now. Throw-in coming. Nice arm strength there. Ball inside. Hernandez gets a head on it, and it rolls out of bounds. So last touch by Jason Hernandez. Another throw-in for Rocco
long throw.
Falabella.
This is what we used to do back in 09.
Throw-in coming. Out of bounds. We'll get a replay of the same play.
But Dylan Freiberg, another shout out. He was much stronger than this. He got it to the second post.
Falabella throws it in. Near side post, Hernandez gets a head on it. Ramirez tries to stop it. Oh, a beautiful challenge and a takeaway by Soltero. Back to Los Alamitos.
Uh-oh, there's too many white in there.
Ball outside the box. And the blue jerseys collapse. Soltero now with it, controlling. Ahead to Holden. Sailors counterattack.
Gotta go to that.
Oh, here we go. Ramirez. Right place, right time. Takes possession. Now back to Weber. And on the far touchline, Los Al picks it off. Ahead.
Ooh. Okay, this is good.
Good ball there to Holden. Holden over to Hernandez. Able to avoid the challenge. That's Del Villar falling down. He goes between his legs, back to Hernandez. Stops it with a left foot.
There's a lot of people open on the right. Let's see if we can see a switch.
Right side wide open. That's Kaito Zaitsu over there for the Sailors. Weber has it. Back over to Holden. Holden splits the double team. Over to Zaitsu. It rolls just past Zaitsu.
Good idea. Wanted to fake inside, go outside. Ball ran a little bit too long. But good possession there by Newport. That was their best string of passes yet here as we have a few minutes left in the first half.
Good looks there for the Sailors. Unable to capitalize. Still 0-0. Paisior kicks it past Ramirez. Los Alamitos controls. Kick it ahead. Midfield. 50-50 ball. Can the Sailors come up with it? Weber's there.
Oh, here we go.
Here come the Sailors. Del Villar runs into his own man. It's out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Kaito Zaitsu, the junior, number 17, and the Newport Harbor Sailors.
I'm sure Ramirez and De Villada, they're going to talk about that at halftime. Why don't you get out of my way? They'll clean that up in the second half.
Dancing there with it.
Nico's been doing a good job controlling the ball in the middle.
Soltero. Paisior swoops it up for the Griffins. Could get ahead for them. 0-0 in the first half. Both teams with a couple looks. Some promising moments. No goals. Paisior boots it ahead. Another 50-50 ball. Rolls the Los Alamitos direction. It's tracked down by Miles Franey. Back to Alvarez, who kicks it over on the track. Throw in coming for Los Al.
Okay, this is where Newport really needs a pressure.
Paisior ahead. Hernandez gets his dome on it. Out of bounds. Chased down by Soltero. Throw in coming for Los Alamitos. Alberto Gomez to throw it in. Clock stops at 2 minutes, and the officials on the field will control for the end of the half and stoppage time. Gomez going to throw it in again.
Oh, we're going to see the long throw here.
The long throw. He's no Dylan Freiberg, but we'll see what he's got.
This is dangerous. He's not going to throw it to the second post, but it is dangerous that he could throw it to the first post. Someone could flick it on to the second post.
Rocco Falbella, throw inside. Sailors, Soltero.
Get it out.
Back to Holden. Uh-oh. Dangerous territory. Beautiful challenge by Nate Simmons to get the Sailors out of some dicey waters. And now Holden looking ahead. Can he get it to Soltero? Back to Hernandez with a left foot. Hernandez boots it ahead. Kraus catches it. And that will do it for the first half. 0-0. Your score here at Davidson Field between the Newport Harbor Sailors and the Los Alamitos Griffins. Alex Crawford, Scotty Figueroa with you here. We will have second half action when we come back. And maybe some scoring. 0-0 your score between the Griffins and the Sailors. You're watching Newport Harbor Boys Soccer on TarTV.
Number This is like 80, 1980. They had, yeah, I'm not kidding. And they were the only one around, and every. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I scored average 36 points in that gym, so you should. I love playing here. Turner.
Oh, Justin Turner, like that.
What's that?
Justin Turner.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to love playing here because
Yeah.
if you came in the game, you could hear the announcers, and I know, I know. You guys were the only ones that had.
I wonder, do you know where it broadcast to?
It was the local whatever, because cable was just coming out then.
So it was like some local.
It was the local.
access.
You guys were the first one to have local access cable.
That's crazy.
I know.
Ripped all that stuff out. But they had like equipment for that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just text me.
And you guys were the only ones that had it. And I just remember hearing the announcers talking about like me right when I'm playing, and it was so cool. Because you thought you were big leaguing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard all that?
welcome back in to Newport Harbor Boys Soccer. Second half underway, still 0-0. No scoring in this one. Sailors do have one tie this season. 3-2-1 are the Newport Harbor Sailors. Los Al 2-3. No ties for them this year. As we flip the field, Sailors now going from left to right on the attack, and they will have a throw-in coming.
It does look like one major change that I see the Sailors make coming out of halftime is they're now playing looks like let's see, they're only playing 3 defenders at the back, so they're playing a formation that's a bit more offensive-minded, which tells me, you know, that's their counter to all of that possession time that Los Al took, you know, last half. So if Los Al plans on continuing to play the ball in the back like they have been, expect Newport Harbor to you know, cause a lot of damage with their pressure.
I see big number 26, Jacob Jerzik, in the game now for the Sailors. One of the few football crossovers, playing both American football and soccer.
And that reminds me of Mr. Dylan Freiberg as well.
Of course.
Wow.
Well, last year, the Sailors had Jack Starnes, who was the kicker for football and also one of the captains for soccer. Starnes was a very reliable field goal kicker for Newport Harbor last season. A senior, graduated. Sailors last year, I know, Scotty, that your 2009 CIF quarterfinals run was the best in Newport Harbor boys soccer history, but last year they didn't do too bad, not too shabby. They went to the second round of the CIF playoffs. They lost 2-0 to La Habra, finished the season 11-7-1. As we see here, you can't see it on your TarTV screens, but Coach Steele, I just ran into him at halftime, the strength and conditioning coach here, and he said he was going to bring the football team over to watch for a few minutes and to cheer the boys soccer team on. So I love that. I love the cross-sport promotion and cheering.
No.
Although it may be a bad time to bring them over. And Jerzik, right on cue, boots it away.
You couldn't have
scripted that one
it better, right?
Jerzik in the game for the first time, gets his first touch right as his football teammates come in.
They're just going crazy every time he touches the ball. Good for him.
And here comes the Sailors.
You know, and I agree. There should be more team spirit. You know,
Sailor sports supporting other Sailor sports.
Right. Like what happened to you know, the Sailor pride, and I like to see it. I like to see that the youth these days are.
And we see Coach Steele now on the track. You can tell he's a strength and conditioning coach by how ripped he is.
Oh, wow. Yes. If I'd have bet any money that he was a strength and conditioning coach, I would bet a lot of money.
Vasquez.
Newport Harbor playing
Del Villar.
Left to right really well. Oh.
Headed out by Los Al. Good looks there for Newport Harbor. Kaito Zaitsu got a touch.
You could tell that this Newport Harbor team is really putting on the pressure here. Oh.
Hernandez. It looks like we have a new goalkeeper in the game for Los Al. That doesn't look like the same guy, or maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's definitely a new keeper. He's shorter.
And has a man bun.
Man bun, yeah.
Or a top knot, whatever you call that.
You know what they say about goalies that have man buns.
What do they say?
Oh, I mean, they're easy to score on, baby. You know, and seeing him standing there in the goal, you know, it makes me wanna see Newport Harbor take some long shots here. That definitely, with the stature of the new keeper's, definitely not his friend here.
Yeah, he's a little smaller than the previous keeper for Los Al. Header, last touched by the Griffins, and it will be Kaito Zaitsu to throw it in for Newport Harbor.
I should actually not be saying that much because I'm not too tall myself. So.
Well, that's the joy of being in the broadcast booth. Oh, good looks here for the Sailors. Ramirez with the right leg. Out past the back goal line. It'll be a goal kick coming for the Los Alamitos goalkeeper.
You're right. I was just being humble about my 6'2" frame.
You know, that's the other thing. No one can tell when you're seated on the broadcast.
Let's see this keeper's kick. The last keeper had a significant boot.
Goal kick coming.
Decent. Oh, no one. Everyone's afraid of the ball. Just got to get ahead on that.
Zaitsu to throw it in. Gets it into his teammate. Jerzik trying to track it down for the Sailors. Stops it with a right foot.
Good use of the body.
Probably the biggest player out there. Just using the eye test.
And using it well. I'm always a big fan of people that use their body very well, especially in soccer. It's all about possession and dominating the soccer ball. So, good job. Okay, here we see Los Al doing this defensive possession game. See, we're putting on the pressure here. Good, trying to get an opportunity. Looks like it's working. We're gonna have a long throw here, hopefully, and let's see if we get a shot on goal.
Still 0-0. 30 minutes left until full time. Here in the second half, between Los Alamitos and Newport Harbor. Throw in coming from Hernandez. Now, Scotty, I noticed in the first half we were informed that we did have a couple of our names wrong on our roster because we were calling number 10 Soltero, but we were informed it's actually Anthony Vasquez. And on my roster, I have number 24 as Alan Ramirez. But I might be wrong on that.
The mystery of number 24.
Let's see, though. Good looks here for the Sailors.
Let's see a strike.
Del Villar missed it. Oh, now a long-range shot.
Ooh.
Goalkeeper is right there. Nico Weber testing the range from outside the box.
Good idea with the shot from outside the box, but would love to see it placed a little bit better. Let's see the corners, the high corners. Test the keeper out a bit on the next one.
Los Alamitos trying to trigger the counterattack. Booted away by Alvarez.
Oh, here we go.
Del Villar kicks it ahead. Nice ball, trying to get it to Vasquez. Los Al trying to clean it up. Ramirez to Del Villar. Sailors charging ahead. Oh, he just lost it. He wants that one back. He wants that one back.
It's a synthetic grass, I'm telling you.
Hernandez sprinting alongside the speedy Jacob LaSalle. Possession will remain with Los Alamitos.
The middle is looking too open for my liking. Newport Harbor got to get back.
Vasquez. Now ahead to
Here we go.
Ramirez. Sailors with an opportunity here. Right side trying to get it up to Dominic Crane. Good opportunity here for Los Alamitos. Still 0-0. Zaitsu disrupts that pass. A lot of 50-50 balls in this game. A lot of back and forth action. Only a few good opportunities for either team. Only a few touches inside for either team.
They've been made mostly by mistakes in the back, so whatever team continues or has the highest energy, I think is going to take this one. Right now, it looks like Los Al is waning a little bit, but I should have. Maybe it's way too early to say that, especially with some substitutes warming up there on the bench.
Nice header there from the Sailors' Tyler Kelly. Out of bounds. Throw in coming for Jason Hernandez, the sophomore, who seems to be all over the field. Seen him on the left side, right side, attacking, defending, doing a little bit of everything. Ramirez. Ahead. Oh, look inside for Crane.
Offsides.
It'll be offsides. Dominic Crane,
That was close, ref. I don't know.
number 4, the captain, had a goal snatched out of his hands, snatched off his foot in the first half. From our vantage point, it looked like it crossed the plane into the box, but apparently the Los Al defenders earlier in the game sprinted back to keep that one.
Yeah, literally centimeters away.
Centimeters. Jerzyk boots it ahead. Kraus gets his head on it.
Yeah, let's see Newport try to retain possession. You know, the last few times they've just booted the ball from defense, trying to get lucky with a run or with a pass. Let's see them play through the middle. It looks like they've been having better luck play through the middle. Let's see if they recognize and actually attack through the middle. Throw in here.
Throw in coming for Kaito Zaitsu. Tries to get it into Weber, defended by Kraus. Weber ahead to Crane. Crane trying to split a pair of white shirts. A good challenge. And a nice tackle there from Los Alamitos.
Yep,
Crane
keep up the pressure. There we go.
trying to keep up the pressure. Whistle coming in.
Oh.
A little too much pressure from Dominic Crane. Possession, Los Al.
You like to see it though. Those types of plays, even though there was a foul called on him, are crucial to any soccer team because it tells a team, hey, you know, we got to hustle just like my teammate, my brother here. So let's step it up. Let's see if it has any impact on his teammates here.
Del Villar trying to trigger the counterattack. Over to Hernandez. Vasquez in the vicinity for the Sailors. It's taken away by Los Al. They'll have possession here. They look to change the point of attack over to the right side. Nope. Now working around. Back to the keeper.
Middle's wide open. We need our defense to stay back for these long balls. I wouldn't be surprised if Newport was looking to switch up the middle here with the next sub packages. No one's warming up yet, but if the middle is waning, it's not going to be good for the late part of this game.
Del Villar changes the point of attack over to the left side, and Hernandez boots it out. Hit it off the wrong part of his foot. It rolls way over into the bushes. We'll have some substitutions for the Los Alamitos Griffins on the far side of the field. Still 0-0. Clock ticking down. Under 25 minutes to go until full time here.
We do have a couple Newport Harbor subs coming in.
Looks like Yamil Rasso, number 12, checks into the game. And Ryan Harner, number 23, back into the game for the Sailors.
While Los Al had a big sub package of 4. It looks like Los Al, they replaced their mids, their midfield center, their center mids. So they're definitely looking to improve the passing in the middle and the energy in the middle. While Newport Harbor, we added another defender and someone else on the mid. So that's a good move to match energy for energy in the middle.
Throw in coming for Harner. Back in the game now. The recent substitution. Will throw it in on the near touch line for the Sailors. Tries to get it ahead to Rasso. Crane controlling.
Center.
Crane.
Dummy. Oh.
In the center. Sailors trying to keep possession. Back to Del Villar now. Vasquez on the far side.
Ooh.
Del Villar lost it. Vasquez chasing it down.
Don't quit. There
Beautiful challenge and a nice tackle. Hernandez. Del Villar. To Rasso. Now Weber outside the box with a right
shot
leg.
Here.
Over to Crane. Some of the best looks of the day for the Sailors.
Good hustle back.
Crane sprinting back. Los Al trying to trigger the counter attack. They booted out of bounds. Throw in coming for Newport Harbor. That was one of the best looks on attack this afternoon for the Sailors, Scotty.
Yeah, and you know what? It looked easy. That build up and how they got so close to the the box. I feel like they could do that here, repeatedly in the next 22 minutes left here in the game. But we'll see. Let's see if they keep up the pressure. They just gotta. All it takes is a few passes, and then the middle here has a they're doing a good job pushing up to contain LaSalle on their defensive side of the field.
Rosso over to Del Villar. Now back to Hernandez near the far touchline with the cross.
Here we go.
Crane is there.
Oh!
And the LaSalle goalkeeper skies in. Crane takes a tumble. And a beautiful save from the Los Alamitos Griffins, keeping this game at 0-0. Goalkeeper boots it away.
Good job by the goalie to come out and grab the ball like that and have the presence of mind of jumping up and coming out of the goalie box and going to the ball and not letting the ball drop.
The only better look today for Newport Harbor was by the same player, Dominic Crane, the captain, when he had a shot that rolled from our vantage point past the goal line into the back of the net. We obviously didn't have the same vantage point as the official. They didn't call it a goal, but two good looks by the senior Crane this afternoon. Neither of them resulting in a goal. Still 0-0.
You know what this? Oh,
long-range missile. The kick is up. The kick is good if it were American football, but it sails over everything. Goal kick coming for Brian Alvarez and the Sailors.
That Crane shot earlier in the first half. It looked like a goal. It smelled like a goal. I don't know. What do they say about that?
If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck.
Yeah.
It was everything but a goal.
Ah, man.
And now Brian Alvarez has to walk way over by the scoreboard to track down that ball.
See, this is why you always need to have an extra ball by the net. Of course, it's the home field. It's the home team's responsibility to provide an extra ball.
And we are the home team.
So I shouldn't say much about this, but on the other net, we definitely see another ball there. So it could have just been taken by.
Well, we did flip
someone else.
sides. We did flip sides at halftime.
That's true.
So maybe the Sailors prepared for the first half and then slipped the mind for the second.
Maybe. But to be honest, I remember back in the day, Alvarez taking a long walk to get the ball just reminded me of the situations where we would just kick it long like that. If we had a game handled, we would kick it long like that just to
Crane
get the goalie to move a bit and get some exercise outside the box. So weird thing that we did back in the day for sure, but a tactic nonetheless.
Tyler Kelly up ahead now. Rosso has it. Trying to get over to Hernandez. It's taken away by Los Alamitos. Their goalkeeper.
Look at the pressure. This is a shot.
Mishandles it. Shot by Vasquez.
Goal!
Nothing but the back of the net. Anthony Vasquez with a goal. Sailors break the stalemate and go up 1-0 with 19 minutes to go until full time. Finally, some offense, some attack. It was beautiful, a beautiful ball. And I'm glad that at halftime, one of the Barons let us know that number 10 was Anthony Vasquez.
Yeah, shout out to Soltero, though. No, great shot by Vasquez. Left-footed strike, his dominant foot. See, and that was caused because of Newport Harbor's pressure on the defense. This new formation that they came out with here at the second half really paying dividends, obviously. So let's see if they could tack on another one to get have a more comfortable lead. We have a confrontation here.
The official wanting to talk to Jacob Jerzik.
Bringing in the football to football.
Maybe telling him he was playing a little bit too much like American football.
Which that's okay. That's okay. I mean,
we like the physicality.
Yeah, we got to be physical here in soccer. This is definitely. I know there's a lot of people falling down and stuff, and there's negative things about that, but it is a physical sport. So bring the physicality.
Los Alamitos now looking for the equalizer. Jerzik with the header.
Okay, then let's just see if Newport Harbor doesn't just turtle in here and protect this 1-0 lead. Usually teams have a tendency to do that, which I understand. And you know, a 1-0 win is the same as a 2-0 win, a 3-0 win. You get the same amount of points, but at the end of the season, those goals scored are very important when it comes down to tiebreakers. So sometimes a better defense is a good offense. So let's see.
So you're saying you want to see Newport Harbor keep their foot on the gas here?
Yes, because as we've seen, Newport or Los Al, they have some dangerous strikers. So if we turtle up, that generally means that you're gonna give Los Al some opportunities, and especially from outside the box. And I don't want to test some of these strikers this afternoon.
Los Al with possession. Sailors scoring there with 18 minutes until full time. Anthony Vasquez. Beautiful goal. It's hard to kick a ball through someone, but the velocity he had on that thing, I think he might have been able to.
Yeah, great positioning to the right side of the goal. Great for a lefty. It was positioned perfectly, the ball. You know, to be landed right into the right side of the goal. Beautiful.
Throw in coming for Hernandez. 1-0 Sailors lead on the foot of the senior Anthony Vasquez.
So it looks like Los Al has a couple people warming up.
And Vasquez going to check out of the game here along with Luke Deisner. We'll get a couple substitutions for the Sailors. Brian Rodas wearing number 11 and number 18 Grant Cairns, the senior, will check in for the first time this afternoon.
Okay, and it looks like they're both going to be in the attacking positions, left and right respectively, which is good. And this touches on what I was saying earlier. Let's not turtle up and let's stay on the gas. But
oh, good look. Nice ball there. Owen Turner with the cross. Went over the back of the net, back of the cage. Out of bounds, goal kick coming for Brian Alvarez, but a dangerous possession there.
Yeah, and that's you know, Newport's gonna have to expect those quick strikes, especially as they protect this lead. It looks like I'm really interested to see who Los Al is gonna kind of substitute in here, the next dead ball, because it looks like they've already switched their formation. They've three forwards. They had two for a while. Now they have three. They're looking, of course, to tie this ball game up.
Throw in coming for Los Alamitos on the far touchline. Wind picking up a bit here at Davidson Field. Couple substitutions for the Griffins. Looks like Kevin De Ramos, number 3, checking back in for them, as well as one of their captains, Jacob Singh. We saw De Ramos and Singh very dangerous in the opening minutes of this game. It looked like Los Alamitos was trying to run their offense through them. I was surprised to see them sub out for such a long period of time, and now I think Los Al just got a little bit more dangerous with Singh and De Ramos back on the pitch.
Yeah, that confused me as well. And I honestly don't have any explanation for it. Usually at this age, you know, if especially as a captain, you want to stay on the field for the whole time. So let's just maybe you know, and some people just play in spurts. So we'll see if they bring something dangerous right here in the second half.
Oh, De Vera testing the rocket launcher with the left leg.
Oh man,
that was a dangerous moment for Brian Alvarez and the Newport Harbor Sailors.
And that was right out of these new subs, and Singh got a touch on that, and it looks like Newport Harbor knows that he's dangerous. They were giving him extra attention, but it left another Los Al player open for an opportunity.
Final 13 minutes.
Alvarez doing a great job coming back nice and easy, taking his time. You know, protecting that 1-0 lead is going to be crucial moments like this.
Milking some of that clock.
Mm-hmm.
Alvarez boots it towards midfield. Stopped by Del Villar.
Aye.
Oh, nice challenge there. That was Yamil Rosso on the challenge. The wind has whipped up here at Davidson Field. Papers are flying.
And it looks like the wind is going to be going against Newport Harbor, so this is not good as in terms of clearing the ball outside their half.
Los Alamitos with a nice look. Alvarez is there.
Okay, let's see here if the wind picks up his kick here.
Yeah, the wind is seriously gusting a bit.
Yeah, holding it back a little bit.
Upwards of 25 miles an hour here at Davidson. Rosso, ball for Crane.
If he could hold it onto the
Turning
corner.
on the Jets, can he save it? No. A lot of effort there for the inability to get to the ball, but nice to see Crane's speed.
Uh-oh, Los Al picking up the pace here. This is the importance of that extra ball.
Final 11 minutes and 30 seconds of this match. Los Al looking for the equalizer.
Oh.
They don't want to fall to 0-2 in league. They'll open up league play on Monday with a loss to the Huntington Beach Oilers 1-0. They're 2-3 on the season. Sailors 1-0 in league, beating Fountain Valley on Monday 2-1. Los Alamitos looking for the equalizer. Can the Sailors trigger a counter attack?
Okay, here we go. Throw in.
I'll borrow your paper here, Scotty, as the wind whipped mine away.
Good job of Newport, making runs here, taking time to juicing the clock. It's okay when you have a 1-0 lead, and it's one of those situations where when you have the lead, it's okay to do it, but when you're down, it's always a tricky situation. But that's football. That's strategy.
Bit of a sense of urgency from the Griffins here. Looking to get something going on attack.
Yeah, Los Al becoming more vocal on the pitch, too.
That's Vera with it for them. Oh, nice takeaway by Rosso on the near touchline. Yamil Rosso.
Would be nice if he just held the ball, doesn't...
Oh, he's going to turn on the Jets.
Oh.
Rosso tracking it down in the corner.
And it's going to be a corner. I've been told growing up a lot of times, especially with when you're protecting leads, that was a good decision by him to go for goal. It was one-on-one. But in other situations, here like in the corner, why not just pass the ball around in the corner, milk the clock? There's less than 10 minutes left. Let's be smart about this lead. Each win is very important here in league.
Grant Cairns with the corner for the Sailors. Kicks it a bit long. Brian Rodas tracks it down. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez
bad.
has it taken away.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the Griffins counterattack.
Counterattack.
On the right wing. Singh has it. Trying to get past Jerzik.
Oh, he's quick.
Will he get the cross?
Oh,
Cross is
no.
there. A shot. Saved by Alvarez. Brian Alvarez lays out for that one.
Porterazo. Wow.
An absolutely beautiful save from the future Vanguard Lion.
Ooh, wow. What a nose for the ball. Wow. Good instincts by the goalie. Wow. Alvarez really being impressive here for Newport Harbor.
It looked like Adrian Vera, number 7 for Los Alamitos, would have the equalizer, the throw-in. Jerzik gets a header on it, and Rosso clears it out. Los Al, urgent, desperate.
Woo.
Waning minutes of this match. They don't want to drop to 0-2 in league. Can they find the equalizer here from the right side? That's Carson Ingalls with it. Out of bounds it will go.
Corner.
And a Los Alamitos corner forthcoming. 8 minutes to go.
This is the moment of the game where you're just putting everyone into the box. It looks like Los Al's not that desperate yet. With the goalie still, back in their own box, but corner.
Ingalls with the cross. Alvarez sniffs it out, falls on it, traps it on the turf.
All right, nice and easy, Alvarez. You have the lead here. Let your defense push up. Let your forwards get to the half-field line. Let them win the 50-50 ball here. Oh, but it actually looks like he's hurt.
Brian Alvarez. I thought he was milking some clock, but it looks like he is a little shaken up.
He did extend himself to get that save. So I'm not sure. Maybe he fell down on his shoulder.
Maybe wind knocked out of him a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Something. The senior goalkeeper laying on the turf there outside the box.
We have Mason pitcher getting ready if needed on the sideline.
Putting his shin guards in right in front of the Sailors bench.
Let's see. It looks like he's just taking some deep breaths in. Alvarez.
It's gone from a beautiful afternoon for some football to quite a windy afternoon. Some cloud cover blowing in, marine layer blowing in. We're used to that here on the bluff.
Yeah. And the sun may go away and it might look, a little bit gross, but everything gets brightened up with a W.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
let's hope, Alvarez is okay. Looks like he's walking off.
So Brian Alvarez walking off, and the junior wearing number 1, Mason Pitcher, the backup goalkeeper. A little jog into the game for the first time this afternoon. And a big moment for him, replacing Alvarez, who had a game-saving save just minutes ago. I think, Scotty, you'd have to expect Los Alamitos with a new goalkeeper here in clutch time to dial up the pressure a bit on the attack.
Yes. Especially he didn't. Mason didn't get any time to warm up. Just came out. This happened literally a couple minutes ago. He's going to be running on adrenaline here, so LaSalle would be wise to test this keeper.
Pitcher boots it away. Oh, nice touch there over to Cairns near the near touch line.
Okay.
Attacking on the right wing. Cairns looking for the cross.
Advantage in the box.
Could not get it to where he wanted it.
Possession. Keep possession.
Alcantara back in the game for the Sailors.
They have numbers. Just keep possession. Oh.
Gets it over to Crane.
Oh, no.
Slips past Alcantara. Singh with a nice touch and a pass over on the right wing.
Look out for the cross.
De Ramos attacking. Stopped by Jerzik. Looking like a linebacker out there from American football. He kicks it out of bounds. And Newport Harbor will have the throw in. Final 5 minutes. We're here in the 75th minute of this 80-minute game.
LaSalle, they give it to LaSalle, actually. Watch out for the long throw.
Correction, Los Alamitos will throw it in. Looking for the equalizer, down 1-0. Throw in forthcoming.
Get a foot. Uh-oh.
It's back to Falabella. Booted away by Nate Simmons.
There's 2 white shirts in the middle there that are worrying me.
Singh and De Ramos. 3 is De Ramos. Singh is 21. De Ramos controls it.
Look out for the cross.
Back to Falabella. Cross is there. Booted out by Weber. And Mason Pitcher will certainly be tested here.
Oh.
Corner coming
Corner.
for Los Alamitos.
I don't know. Who touched the ball? I thought it was off LaSalle.
I think that was the advantage of moving quickly, Scotty.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Okay, continuation.
Alcantara with the challenge. Jerzik with the header. Booted downfield by Arasso.
Let's go.
And Crane chasing it down.
Let's go.
One-on-one.
One-on-one.
Dominic Crane will take a shot here. Dominic Crane earns himself a corner.
Oh, great opportunity.
One-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, went for the fake, the little hesitation to the left foot. Was trying to find the right side of the goal, but the goalie did a good job anticipating it. But now this alone is very important. It's a corner. The whole team has to shift forward. This is just time being spent, and there's not much left.
Inside of 3 minutes in this match, Dominic Crane has had a few good looks today. He had a beautiful look there, and he will set up for the corner for Newport Harbor.
Waiting for the ref's whistle here. Looks like he was talking to a couple players. Or it looks like number 5, Jason Hernandez, is being asked to leave the pitch.
Interesting. Yeah, I see him over here on the near sideline on the Sailors bench, taking a seat.
1, 4, 8. We do have 11 on the field.
Interesting.
4, 8.
Still waiting for the whistle from the officials. Alvarez, by the way, checking back in at goalkeeper for the Sailors. Mason Pitcher was tested briefly in his few minutes on the pitch. Alvarez will jog back out there.
So here we go. We're protecting the ball. Oh, we came out of it.
Crane with a shot.
Oh!
Saved by Los Alamitos.
We got to get everyone back on D. Let's
Urgency here. Counterattack from the Griffins.
Oh, bad kick by the goalie.
Goalkeeper wishes he could have that one back. Didn't get all of it there. It goes out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Sailors.
Can't blame it on the wind because it died down a
The
little.
wind did die down. It was whipping up momentarily. Ryan Harner will throw it in for Newport Harbor. Trying to get it up ahead to Crane.
Less than 2 minutes. We're just waiting on the ref here.
Officials controlling the clock down on the pitch. Final minutes of this game. Sailors 1-0. Los Al desperate for the equalizer. If they are going to have an opportunity, it'll be right now. Singh on the near touchline with a header. De Ramos tries to save it. He can't get there. Out of bounds. Possession, Newport Harbor. Throw in coming for Ryan Harner. The officials could blow this thing dead at any minute, although I do expect a few minutes of stoppage time with the injury to Alvarez and a few other stoppages. So I expect a few minutes of stoppage time from these officials today. Crane.
That's true. And here we go. One-on-one on the right.
Cairns on the right side. Tries to get the pass to the cutting Yamil Rosso. And now Cairns will throw it in.
Here we just have to maintain possession. Newport looking to press, which is great, and what I wanted to see, but right there could have kept the ball by playing it short. Look out for the counter.
Los Al, this will be one of their last opportunities in this game. Trying to find the back of the net. Trying to tie things up. 1-0, Sailors lead. Can Los Al get anything going before the officials blow the game dead? It'll be a throw-in for Los Alamitos. Gomez throwing it in. No, that will be De Ramos.
Oh, we're going to see a long throw here. We got to get ahead on the ball.
Throw in coming for the Griffins. Up ahead, booted. Final moments of this match. Brian Rodas kicks it ahead for Newport Harbor. Saved by Los Al. Desperation time for the Griffins.
Coaches are screaming, imploring their players to play to the final whistle.
Oh, good look for Los Alamitos.
Oh no!
Whistle's coming in.
Oh, you serious?
Was he in the box?
It looks like it. Ref signal penalty.
A penalty kick forthcoming? Or will that be a free kick?
It's looking like he's setting up for the penalty.
Oh my goodness, Scotty. In the final moments of stoppage time, a penalty kick coming up for the Los Alamitos Griffins. It'll be Noah Walker, number 5. Brian Alvarez, the Sailors goalkeeper, already saved this game once. Can he do it again?
Let's see. It was just a late tackle there. I missed who caused that foul, but late tackle. There's been no complaints. So
big test here for Brian Alvarez, the senior goalkeeper. Can he maintain the Sailors' 1-0 lead? The penalty kick.
Oh!
Alvarez blocks it. Alvarez saves it. Brian Alvarez has saved this game for the Sailors.
Wow. Goalie of the year.
A penalty kick in stoppage time comes up short. Brian Alvarez.
Whoo!
Back in the game
Wow.
after leaving briefly due to injury. Lays out, sacrifices his body, and guesses correctly.
To predict going left there at the end of this game and getting not only one clutch save, but two, and the second one being on a penalty.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, this team has a lot to thank for Mr. Alvarez. Great stop.
You got to imagine the
Oh,
final whistle will blow soon. It
baby.
does. The game is over. And Brian Alvarez's teammates sprint over to the senior goalkeeper, the future Vanguard University Lion, and congratulate him. Yes, it was Anthony Vasquez who scored the lone goal for the Sailors, but Brian Alvarez saved the game twice in the final minutes. What a match, Scotty. Wow, Sailors
Man.
pick up their second win in the Sunset League. They moved to 2-0 in league, 4-2-1 overall. The Los Alamitos Griffins dropped to 0-2 in league, 2-4 on the season. What a match we got here this afternoon at Davidson Field.
Great match, and second game in league and second win, looking like a fine Sunset League season for the Sailors. You know, and I would definitely say the man of the match here. How can you not give it to Mr. Alvarez in the goal here? Senior, impressive. You know, putting his body out on the line to make the saves that his team needs. And you know, we heard the crowd and celebrate for their win. Just to think, you know, if he hadn't stopped that penalty, it would have been a tie, and those cheers would have been non-existent. So.
And a little bit of a flair for the dramatic as well, as he left the game for a few minutes, replaced by the backup goalkeeper Mason Pitcher. He comes back in, a penalty kick in stoppage time, and he lays out to save it. He had another amazing save. That was a great match.
Exactly, and we actually don't know if he what kind of got them there to leave him the match. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like, you know, he came back, so he looks okay, but hopefully it's not a nagging injury, because the Sailors are definitely going to need their starting keeper.
They're definitely going to need Brian Alvarez this season, the man of the match indeed. Scotty, thanks for hopping on the broadcast with me. Let's do it again sometime.
Of course, my pleasure, Mr. Crawford.
Yeah, of course, your final 1-0 Sailors lead, moved to 2-0 in the Sunset League, 4-2-1 on the season. Anthony Vasquez with the lone goal for Newport Harbor. Brian Alvarez with a lot of saves, but none bigger than that penalty kick saved in stoppage time to keep the Sailors preserve the 1-0 victory. For Scotty Figueroa, my broadcast partner, for John Hoist, and our TarTV crew, Trixie producing today, as well as the Fresh Mesh, Aiden Messerschmidt, and for Sean Bolton and Jerry Murray holding it down at Newport Harbor High School. This is Alex Crawford saying, from Davidson Field to the pool deck, from the senior lot to the bell tower, you've been watching Newport Harbor Boys Soccer on TarTV. Go Sailors!
Go Blue.